What do you get someone for Christmas when they are wealthy enough that they just buy anything they want? My mom gifts me homemade meals. I mean the special dishes we only have once or twice a year because they take a long time to prepare and the ingredients are expensive. Those are the best gifts. I'm not super wealthy, but I can afford the stuff I want because I want mundane things, I guess. The most expensive thing I would buy for myself is a new laptop or phone every other year, so there's no point in getting me anything from a store, unless it's something I don't even know exists and I could like, but so far no one has succeeded with those surprise gifts. You have to put real thought into it. I once had a friend who was a single army officer helicopter pilot, so he had plenty of cash and few expenses. He had already bought himself everything he wanted. So, I found a guy that did custom reloading, and I purchased a couple of wads of silver at a coin shop. I had the guy make 2 real silver bullets, 7.62 NATO. One was a dud, but the other was a live round, in case he ever wanted to actually fire it, or ran into a werewolf or something. How well do you know them? If it's a close friend and there's some type of running joke or humor you both have, then something related to that. I have friends like that who are way more wealthy than me, and we buy gifts at Christmas for each other. It's usually silly shit like good games, alcohol we like, novelty candy, sweets, etc. It's never about the money, but who can buy the funniest shit is best thing that amuses us. I'm far from wealthy, but I'm like the target person. For me, generally experiences are the way to go. Either something going out like a new movie gift card or tickets to a show. The point isn't the experience itself, but sharing it with the giver, so it could be something as little as just going for coffee or something, but to me it would show that someone knows a bit about me. A hobby. For instance, if they aren't already into Lego sets, get them a small or medium Lego model of something they like. Star Wars, motorcycle, race car. Or a book and a starter kit to learn crochet. Buy them a starter set of stamps. One of the best things about helping someone start a new hobby is that from now on you always know what to get them for Christmas. If they drink, a nice bottle of wine or bubbly. Even if it's not their favorite, they can bring it to some other dinner, or pop the cork at New Year's. If they have a favorite charity, maybe a donation for that. You can buy a needy family goat or something. A book that is meaningful to you or related to something non-work related you have discussed. I'm this person. I appreciate home-baked gifts. The best gift I get every year for Christmas is my kids spend the money buying gifts for a children's home in my name so that every child has a present under the tree. For my birthday they do the same thing, but it gives every kid a birthday cake and present in their birthday. Blow them or eat them out depending on gender. Everyone loves receiving oral, but there's a stigma around paying for it, so what better way to say Merry Christmas, even though when it comes to oral it is definitely better to receive than give. Warmest wishes for a splendid and pleasure-filled holiday. Some options. Don't give them anything. If they're rich, then receiving gifts might not be important to them. Give them an experience, especially if it's an experience the two of you can do together. People can be lonely even if they're rich. Donate to charity in their name. What about an experience gift? Doesn't have to be expensive, and money can't buy you quality time with someone you're close with. I mean, think about it, you could go for a dinner, maybe even a picnic. Having a good time with them can be worth more than any physical gift sometimes. You could buy a nice electronic photo frame, then upload special funny photos to it. Think that's a thoughtful gift, and I find people don't really think of electronic frames. Every time they walk by or glance at it, it's a random memory that pops up for them. Experiences get them tickets to a sporting event, show, fair, wine cheese tasting, historical tour, etc. whatever they are interested in. I prefer experiences to things because things don't always stick around, but your memories, pictures, videos, etc. do. Smiley face. My sister is very wealthy and hard to buy for. Last Christmas I got her a cutting board that was engraved with our grandmother's handwritten recipe card. She loved it. Sentimental gifts or things that a person would buy for themselves are always appreciated. You ask them what they wanted as a child, but their parents never bought them. Or they never asked for. Every rich person has that one thing they never bought themselves. It's sweeter when it's a gift from someone else who truly knows them. My 34-year-old son told me he has everything he needs or wants, so can give me a Christmas list. I'm going to give him an experience gift. We gave him indoor skydiving a couple of years ago. If anyone has any ideas for me, please share. My cousin owns a clothing brand and also sells vintage clothes. He uses a shit ton of cleaner on the vintage clothes if there are stains, which happens a lot. I bought him a year's supply of cleaner and he was so thrilled to have it. Honestly, you should make something for them. Bespoke mustard in jars that you put your own label on as an example. Someone that doesn't need what you could buy really wants what you give from your heart. A gag gift? If you make them laugh you did well. Stay away from gag scratch and win tickets. Don't need them calling their boss and abusing them before they quit a job they can't afford to lose. Embarrassed smiley face. You buy a gift that takes some thought. You can buy something that reminds them of you. You can buy a shared experience. It actually takes some thought, and you have to know the person. Get them something they don't know about. That might mean you know they want some sort of a thing but not which of that thing, or it's a weird thing they didn't know existed at all. Just because a person can buy anything they want, doesn't mean they know of everything to buy. If there is something that was awesome for you, and they don't have it, get it for them. Homemade stuff like jams and jellies. Handmade thoughtful gifts. Are they a sports fan? You can make a mosaic garden stone with their favorite team logo. TBH, I start thinking about next Christmas in January. When I find the thing, I buy it. Baking for someone, a food basket, a charcuterie gift certificate. I'm getting my boyfriend a weed-smoking coffee cup. It's a pipe and cup combo. Other than doing nice things for him, he's kinda impossible to shop for. Tricky, right? Maybe something unique or personalized could be a good idea. Something they wouldn't buy for themselves but would appreciate. Give them your time. Whether it's a phone call or a lunch or vacation. Spending time with someone is a great way to show that you care. I asked my son what to get my dad, who is wealthy enough to buy whatever he wants. He suggested a spear knee and some heroin. Great, something money can't readily buy. It requires thought and effort, usually some is always priceless. Food hampers. You can't go wrong with food hampers. Especially when they're personalized to the person's favorite things. Macaron, the best dessert ever in the history of the world. If I wasn't fat I could eat like 20 in one sitting, ha ha ha. Crack! If you get them hooked on hard drugs it'll be much easier to buy them something they can afford next year. Experiences, concert or museum tickets or food, wine, chocolate, coffee or a gift card to a nice local restaurant. A specialty food item they may not know about or is uncommon. My daughter got me Loon chocolate and it's wonderful. Buy yourself something extra nice, in their name. You can even give them a pic of how happy you are using it. A letter declaring your affection for them. They don't need anything, but everyone needs to feel appreciated. Something they would never think to buy for themselves. You need to get them a live capybara. I do personalized cute things that are unique, like a coffee mug with their puppy's face on it. Write them a poem, paint them a picture, sing them a song. Or, a $10 Pizza Hut gift card. Spotify playlist of songs that make you think about them that you think they would like. Experiences. Ephemeral things or experiences that are unique and undone by that person. For parents or grandparents, nicely framed photos of us to put on their gallery wall. Gifts relating to their hobby are good, as you usually can use spares if you get it. Something related to any inside jokes you have or memories you've made together. Nothing. I don't give anyone anything and prefer that no one gives me anything. I will cook and invite them to eat. There is nothing more precious than a meal. Golfer? Box of Pro V1s. Non-golfer? A box of Pro V1s and a club from Goodwill. Donate to a charity that is near and dear to their heart, in their name. Something that demonstrates that you know, understand, listen to them. Something made by hand, focused, personal and emotive for him or her. Please gift me a book you liked. I will probably love it too. A donation has been made in your name to the Human Fund. A goat from that charity that gives villagers goats. A big booty hoe. No one can refuse a big booty hoe.